My next guest takes on LFA middleweight champion Brendan Allen coming up here at LFA 61 on February 22nd. It is Moses Murrietta joining me here on the program for the very first time. Moses, how are you?
Doing good, James. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. It's good to chat with you, and this is the first time I've had you on the program, so I got to know, where did this all begin? How did you get involved in combat sports?
I used to get bullied a lot, and finally learned I could defend. So I did a couple backyard bear fights, and started watching the sport. Started growing to like the sport, the UFC, and I found this gym in San Bernardino, Adrenaline, and just started training there probably a decade ago. Now I'm here.
When you first started watching fighting, who did you like? Who really influenced you in the sport?
Back then, I liked BJ Penn a lot. I liked his boxing. I liked his takedown defense, and his jiu-jitsu was dope.
Okay, that's a good choice. And then along with fighting, what else do you do for a living? What pays the bills for you right now?
Right now, everything revolves around fighting. I train, and then for work, I teach people how to fight. Pretty much, I run a couple kickboxing classes, Muay Thai classes, and a couple clients here and there. And that's what pays the bills.
That's good. At least it's not like one of those, like, it's not like Fight Club where, you like work in the finance industry and people act all weird, because, fighting's one of those things not everyone gets. So at least it's in the same realm, and, you're not having to, pull like a Clark Kent or anything and have to, change the uniform and all that.
I'd prefer that, man. That'd be dope. I love that movie.
Yeah. Fight Club's one of the all-time greats. Yeah. You got the T-shirt on, obviously looking very stylish today. You linked up with Terphouse. How did that all come together?
I met Brandon at my last fight. He supported me a little bit from my last fight. I started using the product, and we worked something out for this fight. And he's a great guy, great company. Let's do it.
What are you using for recovery right now in training camp?
Right now, I'm using their CBD. I take a dose after training and a dose before bed, which helps me sleep great. Wake up energized, ready to put in some work again. Then I had surgery on my hand, completely shattered it. I had to get rods and pins in it, casts and everything, and it healed up. And I think I had like arthritis or something, because it's been hurting since, during fights, during training. But I don't feel any pain at all anymore.
And one of the things I like about Brandon is that he's very specific about when to take it, and he's very educated on it. Was that something that surprised you? Because, sometimes they're just like, here's this product, read the directions. But with Brandon, he goes that extra mile and, really make sure that you're taking it properly.
Yeah, totally. He has a world of knowledge on it. He knows what he's doing. And, he knows what he's doing.
I mentioned off the top, big deal. You're fighting for the LFA middleweight title. I think I don't know how many LFA middleweight champions are already in the UFC. Was this something you were expecting after your last fight, or did this come out of the blue?
Wasn't necessarily expecting it. I guess it was out of the blue. Yeah, when they called me about 7 weeks ago, I was stoked. I was happy.
Yeah, and how do you feel like you match up against Brendan Allen? Obviously a tough opponent, but you've got a great record yourself. I think this is going to be one of the best fights we'll see on the regional scene this year.
Yeah, I'm definitely a match for him. It's going to be a match. He's young. He has good kickboxing. He has takedowns. He has good ground game, and I'm pretty much going to be there to make it a fight. I'm going to meet him all ends of the battlefield, and it's definitely going to be a matchup.
Where are you training right now, and who are some of your main training partners?
Right now, I'm training at the Ruka gym in Costa Mesa. My training partners there is Herdim Alikabek. He's an LFA 205er. I'm training with Jay Silva's there. Edmund Shabazian has been coming through for sparring. And a couple more guys are in and out the gym. And then also training at the UFC gym Costa Mesa with my coach Brady Fink. And there's a bunch of jiu-jitsu guys over there that we roll and drill and do all kinds of stuff over there.
I saw Luke Rockhold dropped in the other day to do some, I think he was in California doing some stem cell stuff or whatever. Did you get to train with him at all, or at least talk to him?
No, I didn't get the chance to catch him.
Okay, gotcha. Now, you said you'd known about this fight for a while. As far as the weight cut goes, when did that process start, or will that start soon?
Weight cut's been going good. I've been enjoying life a little bit. Been drinking some beers, eating some good food. Uh, Never really trip on weight. It usually always comes down pretty easily. Never have a problem. Never stressed about it. So um, I really don't think about it too much. I just start watching what I'm eating. Start drinking a lot of water, and my weight starts coming down, and it's easy. Never had a hard cut before.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Brady Fink, Mario Navarro, and let's say Dave Thomas, my manager.
Okay, nice. And how do you see this fight playing out on February 22nd?
We're gonna go out there. We're gonna hit each other a little bit. Gonna see some kicks from both of us. You can see some punches from both of us. Uh, he's gonna try to take me down. I think he might get me down. If he does, he's gonna try to catch me slipping. I'm gonna shimmy my way out of things. I'm gonna stand back up. I'm gonna punish him, make him pay. Um, See me finishing it with TKO KO or it going the distance, which I'm training hard to go 5 5s.
And I mentioned it there, Eric Anders, Marcus Perez, Anthony Hernandez, Ian Heinisch. Those are all former LFA middleweight champions that are now in the UFC. Is this what you're looking at? Is this an audition for the UFC in your opinion?
It's for the UFC. That's why I started. That's what got my interest, and that's always been the dream. So yeah, let's go out and get this win. Let's get a phone call from the UFC.
Now, three of those guys I mentioned, they had to go, or a couple of those guys, I should say, Hernandez and Heinisch, they had to go fight in Contender Series. Is that something you'd be open to if you win the title, or do you just, hold out and hope that they sign you that way?
Prefer just to walk right in. That'd be dope. If not, Contender Series, it doesn't matter. I know I'm gonna get in there, and it's just a matter of time, sooner or later.
What does downtime look like for you? Obviously, you're busy training, teaching, all that stuff. What do you like to do for fun? I mean, California's got great weather. I imagine you're outdoors a lot, but are you watching any Netflix or playing any video games, anything like that?
Playing some video games. Yeah, I got my PlayStation 4 over there. I'm online when I have some time. I don't have much time, so when I am online, I'm super happy. Maybe go to the beach, chill out, see some scene, and that's about it.
Well, we're looking forward to this fight. It's coming up here February 22nd. It is LFA 61. Moses, it was great getting a chance to talk to you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
You can find me on Instagram. It's Moses _Murrietta. Twitter, Moses Murrietta. Facebook, Moses Murrietta, same thing. Sponsors, of course, Terphouse. Thank you, Terphouse. Thank you, Brandon, for everything. Dr. Kessler's, OC Fight Docs, Bad Boy, All or Nothing Clothing, like to thank Ruka, UFC Gym Costa Mesa, and Victorious Red. Thank you for all your support, and thank you, James. Appreciate it, man.